Hi again. I wanted to create one more video for this week, and this one is focusing on feedback on the graded practice essay. So I am going to grade these very loosely, but I wanted to go through how you can look at your own essay that you wrote for this on the All Work No Play, and you can analyze how well you did. So first I'm going to take you to the example essay that I had posted using the Oprah one. So you should go and open up your essay and let me kind of go through what I'm going to be looking for in the timed essay next week. I'm going to look for MLA format. That means that your whole paper, like this one on the screen, is double spaced. And it should be your name here, my name here, the class here with the section number, the date, a title, and remember the title cannot be the title of the article. And then you should scroll down to the last sentence of your first paragraph for the practice essay you wrote, the graded one. So I'm using the Oprah essay because it's one that I have available, but you should be looking at your All Work No Play prompt essay, the one you turned in for the practice essay grade. And you should go down to your last sentence. And the way you know whether or not your thesis statement is effective is you look for the 4 things it should have. Based off the prompt and based off of the last video, we know that this is supposed to be an essay about Enton's article, and it should focus on how playtime has changed and the negative effects. So you should look for those 4 details in one sentence. So you go to your last sentence. That should be your thesis statement. And your sentence should be something along the lines of, according to the article, All Work No Play, Why Your Kids Are More Anxious Depressed by Esther Enton, children's playtime has changed over the past few decades, and these changes have had a negative effect on children's emotional development, period. I included the title of the article, should be in quotation marks. I included the author, and I included that playtime has changed, and I included that those changes have affected children's emotional development. So check your thesis statement. Does your thesis for this essay include those 4 things? Is it in the last sentence of the first paragraph? If not, that is an area that you need to work on. Highlight every first sentence of all of your body paragraphs. Once you get those sentences highlighted, examine them. So your topic sentences should be things like, according to Enton, one way playtime has changed is, so you may want to pause and read how many times you have referenced the article or Enton or use the term the author, because remember, this is your whole essay is supposed to be based off of Enton's article. So throughout your entire essay, you'll say things like Enton believes, the article states, Enton says, according to Enton, the author points out, the article shows. So you're constantly letting us know that everything in your essay is coming from this article. So you should count up how many times you use the name Enton, how many times you use the term author. I mean, as long as you have some rendition almost throughout, then you know that you've done that well. That's giving proper credit, because we don't have to formally cite it in the paragraphs. So you should have topic sentences to begin each of your paragraphs. So you'll have a topic sentence that lets us know one of the ways playtime has changed. So maybe you start with, according to Enton, or Enton explains that one way that playtime has changed is that students are spending much more time in school. So for the rest of that paragraph, I expect details from the article, statistics, information that prove that kids are spending more time in school, because that's the paragraph where you say they're spending more time in school. When you get to the next paragraph, you need a topic sentence. Another way playtime has changed, according to Enton, is children spend more time in structured activities. Then I expect the whole rest of the paragraph to be examples of the structured activities. And the fact that I started with another way playtime has changed, I can say another because the paragraph before it was, because I had already talked about one of the ways. So once you say one of the ways, then you can say another. You wouldn't really want to say next because next is time order. You're just giving another reason. It's not necessarily the next one because next indicates a sequential order. Then you need a topic sentence eventually that says, Enton explains that children's emotional development is negatively affected by these changes. One way they are negatively affected is children experience more anxiety, according to the article. And then you give all the details about anxiety. And then when you get to the next paragraph, you'll probably have something about Enton pointing out that there are the rates of depression, that there's depression. And you probably won't start off with the rate. You'll just more broadly state in your topic sentence that Enton points out that many children experience depression, or that the numbers of children experiencing depression has gone up over the last few decades. Then within the paragraph, you'd say things like, for example, according to one study, and then you have the details from the article. So you go from the general statement that the article says kids are more depressed to the details and the statistics and the examples of how kids are more depressed. And then you get to your conclusion where if you want to talk about how glad you are you grew up playing outside every day, or how you think technology keeps kids inside too much and that's the biggest change of playtime, whatever you feel like saying. But that is a way you can check yourself to see how you did on this essay. Is you can look and see if you have it formatted correctly, double spaced, if you've got an introductory paragraph with an appropriate thesis statement, whether your topic sentences are all either introducing a way that playtime has changed or introducing one of the negative effects or a negative effect. And then the body paragraphs within them give all the examples and details of whatever it is in the topic sentence that you say you're going to talk about. So I will be checking to make sure that you guys did these, and I will be grading them. It is an easy homework grade, but of course, this is where you will get your feedback, and you will see, hopefully by watching this detailed video and looking at your paper, you'll be able to observe and see where you could have been stronger in your paper, where you may have left out things, and what you could do differently. Just feel free to email me if you have questions. Have a good rest of your week.